Hello and welcome to Matt's Mosh Pit, and tonight I'm going to be checking out Cry for the Moon by Epica. But before I get started, I just want to say thank you so much for all the love and support you've shown me and my channel so far. It truly means a lot, and I could not do this without you. So folks, I have a feeling this one's going to bother me. It is. You guys know, if you've been following this channel, how much I love Epica. And Epica is... they came to North America and did like 3 shows, and none of them were near me. You could argue, in fairness, there was a New York show, and that's about 4 hours away, and it would be, it's still, New York is like the most expensive place in the world. So, your boy's still on a budget here, so I could not make the show, but it just pains me. This is going to bother me because this particular song is from the, what's it called? The Symphonic Energy or Symphonic Synergy. That's it. Symphonic Synergy show. And everything that I've seen from it so far just looks amazing. And it's something that I absolutely need to see. I want to see. And why they had to choose. I think when they came here, they only did, it was like New York and Chicago and LA or something along those lines. And either way, it was not in the cards. But like, I wish, and I know that they can't bring a symphony everywhere. That is, you guys don't need to let me know in the comments. I completely understand that. I actually just want to see Epica live. Like, even if they pipe in the symphony, I want to see him live, and so I don't know when the last time they did like a longer North America tour. Like, I know they did a tour with Sabaton a couple years ago where they opened up, and but I think that might have been the last time they did like a larger scale tour of North America. But they need to come here. And it's all my fault. I didn't find them till after the fact. And now I'm just going to sit here angry and upset because they only did 3 shows in North America. And yet I keep seeing ads, for, South America. They're great. They do a lot of shows in South America, and they obviously do a lot of shows in Europe, which makes sense. I get it. I'm just jealous. That's all it is. I'm really just jealous. But at least we have the power of the music video. At least I get to see what other people get to see live, and maybe that's all it'll be. But, it is what it is. I have to take it for what it is. And so, so I get to see the Symphonic Synergy version of what is it called? Cry for the Moon. Cry for the Moon. Yes. I kept wanting to say Cry of the Moon, which makes no sense whatsoever. But Cry for the Moon makes a little bit more sense. So, it is what it is. I don't know why I keep saying it is what it is. I think it's because I had a friend today tell me how much he hates that saying. And when somebody tells you they hate something psychologically, or maybe it's just me, but psychologically you just end up, because it's now on your radar, you have to just keep saying it. So in this particular video, I'm probably going to say it is what it is a lot. And you can blame my friend for that one. If you find it very annoying, blame my friend. And so, with that being said, let's just get right to the video and take it from there. Like, I know we're getting the video of it, but I can't imagine what it would be like to be live, because I just can't imagine how grand and full that orchestra probably sounds. It just looks insane, and I'm already jealous. I'm jealous of everybody. In the very beginning, they had the front row, and everybody's like, yeah, and that would be me. I'm jealous of those people. what I love about them, and I know I've said this in the past, but I love how comfortable they look on stage. Like it's one of those situations where like not many there's a level of confidence to get up on stage and perform your music, right? There's like a basic level of confidence. And then there's like next level confidence. And I would say, you look at bands like, like the Metallicas, you look at the Iron Maidens, you look at like those heavy hitters that have been doing it for years. They have a level of confidence on stage where it's like they could do anything and it's going to look super cool. It's just going to feel natural in how it was supposed to be. There's something about Epica that has that like sheer confidence. And I know they've been around for a bit, but I mean, they just own it. It just seems like and I say this all the time when I see Epica live stuff. They always look like they're having so much fun. And that is amazing to me because some bands, night after night, they do the same stuff and you can kind of tell that they're just kind of mailing it in. I have not seen that. And granted, I'm only seeing videos. As you know, I haven't seen them live. But every single time, they just look like they're having so much fun. But once again, there's a level of like confidence it's not professionalism because other bands have professionalism, but this is just, there's something that they just like, I feel like Simone knows she's the coolest person in the room, and then the rest of the band members too. Like they just come in perfectly when they're needed, but they just do it it just seems flawlessly. And so I love that about them. There's just this like, and I guess it fits the name Epica, and it just shows that they've been doing it for a long time. But they just, it's something about it that they just have this comfort. It's like, it's almost like they live on the stage, 24/7, and they're just, it just seems to come natural to them, and it's just awesome. Wow. Man, you can't watch that without having a smile on your face. I want to see the person who watches that and doesn't have like just a big smile on their face. Like it's that show had to be insane. I hope somebody in my audience went to that show or went to a show similar to that show, whether it be the same tour or another tour, but with the same whole full orchestra and all of that. I know it didn't happen for me, but I really, really hope it happened for somebody out there. Hopefully somebody that subscribed to this channel. I want a subscriber to have that joy. If you haven't subscribed, no, you don't deserve that joy. No, I'm just kidding. No, I really am I'm jealous of anybody who did get to go to one of those shows. It just seems epic. It obviously works with the name in it as well, but it just like everything just looked great. Once again, there's no way to like watch that without smiling. The orchestra was great. The band had it just that I just can't get over that level of confidence that they have on stage, or just a level of comfort. It's just it always makes me smile, and it like there's times when I actually I have where I won't like listen to some Epica for a long time, and then next thing you know, they put out a video or something along these lines, and then you watch it, and then you just go, man, I just so love this band. Like I love everything about this band, and this is one of those moments where I haven't really done an Epica reaction, I don't think, since the album came out, and that was I believe last spring. And so I've been so caught up with all kinds of other bands and different ongoings and whatnot. And so this was almost just like a Epica refresher in the best possible way. So you guys know I loved it. So I'm curious to see what you guys think. But more importantly, I really hope one of you out there got to see either this particular show or one off of this same kind of setup with the whole orchestra and whatnot. And if you did, please just write in and tell me, hey, I was there and it was awesome. I'm assuming there's nobody that went to it and said they had a bad time, so I'm just going to assume it was awesome. But anyway, yeah, that was Cry for the Moon by Epica. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.